Welcome to another tutorial on access control lists. In this tutorial again, we're going to be looking at extended ACLs. For our first lab, we did look at extended ACL and we created an access list on the source IP address. For this lab setup, the only difference from the first tutorial is that we have added a web server onto the 1.0 network, and for this tutorial we are going to be given access only to the web services, which is on port 80, and we are going to still deny access to anything else that is on the 1.0 network while still allowing access to the 4.0 network. So let's begin by going to our port which is closest to the source, which is router R1. We are now going to so let's create our access list. So we go access list, we give it a number of 100, and let's do a question mark. So we want to permit, so do a question mark. So in this case we want to permit the transmission control protocol, which is the TCP. So we type TCP and then we type our network. So we type the 192.168.2.0 network, and we are going to type the wildcard mask, and we are going to permit access to our host, which is our web server on this side. So we type the web server address 254, and let's give a question mark here. Here we can see we are looking for EQ, which we want to match packets only on the given port number. So we type that command, and that port number will be 80. Press enter. Next we want to still allow access or permit access to the 4.0 network. So we type again access list 100, and we are going to be permitting the IP of the 192.168.2.0 for the wildcard mask to the 92.168.4.0 network, also with a wildcard mask of 255. Click enter. Because there's an invisible implicit deny rule, it will deny access to everything else outside of our access list, which would be the 1.0 network. So let's now apply the access list to the interface, which is interface FA0/1 interface, and we do IP access group 100, and it's going to be on the inbound. Let's exit. Let's do a copy run start to save, and let's do a show run. Here we can see our IP access group 100 is applied to our interface. And here we can see our access list to permit the TCP port, which is the web port, and then to permit access to the 4.0 network. So let's go now to our PC desktop. Let's go to the web browser and let's type the IP address of the web server 192.168.1.254. Here we can see we have access to the web services, the website, and now let's see if we can ping the 4.0 network. Right, we see we can ping, and let's also try to see if we can access the PC on the 1.0 network. So, correct. So our access list is perfect. For our next tutorial, we would be looking at named access lists.